Good morning everyone. Now we are going to discuss about human being respiratory system. The human being respiratory system very important, very vital important respiratory system in human beings very important. Okay, why? Because it is useful for oxidation of food materials and also it is useful for production of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. In human being, especially for respiratory tract, whatever respiratory system is there, that respiratory system divided into two parts: upper respiratory system and upper respiratory tract and lower respiratory tract. Upper respiratory tract means whatever parts is there in upper region, that is we can call upper respiratory parts, and other one is lower respiratory parts. Upper respiratory parts and lower respiratory parts. The upper region, which is especially in human being, the particularly we can have one nose is there. In that nose open into external nostrils. We can call these are external nails or external nostrils. It open into the what, especially it is whatever space is there in a nose we can call nasal chambers. These two nasal chambers are separated with what? Nasal septa. Okay, we can call it is a wall is there middle. Okay, especially for in middle between the right nasal chamber and left nasal chamber divided with what? Nasal septa. Septa means wall. Okay, nasal septa, it is made of these bones. The nasal cavity, whatever nasal chamber, it is made up of especially for cartilages bones, soft bones, cartilage bones. Okay, so that it is possible to move here and there. Okay, so that it is made with what? Soft bone, that is nothing but cartilageous bones. And here having what? Sinuses, that is the cavities is there. Okay, it prevents the allergies, especially for cavities is there. Okay, especially here having cavities, that is nothing but sinus. Okay, especially what we call, especially for frontal sinus we can call, especially for sinus in frontal bone, sinus frontal sinus, and okay, sigmoid sphenoid sinus is there inside sphenoid sinus. These sinuses means what? That small cavities between bone, small cavities is there. These cavities are useful for prevent the allergies. Okay, later we'll discuss. So first of all, nasal chambers. External means what? External nostrils. Okay, or nasal nails, external nasal nails. It's open into nasal chambers. Nasal chambers separated with nasal septa. And here in nasal chamber, it is what? It is aligned with what? Mucous membrane. And especially for respiratory tract is there inside the nasal chamber, respiratory tract, and upper nasal chamber having what? Especially for olfactory chamber. That means nasal chamber, respiratory tract is there. That means air, which is air is passage, air is goes okay through with what? Nasal chamber. Okay, that is respiratory tract. That respiratory tract especially covered with what? Okay, small mucus like mucous membrane. Okay, if you observe inside, just little bit wet mucous membrane, it is covered with mucous membrane. Why it is covered with mucous membrane? And nasal chamber we covered with, and also upper nasal chamber it is covered with what? Hair like structures, hair also. What is the use of hair and mucous membrane inside the nasal chamber? That is very important, especially for this mucus and the nasal chamber. It mucus always keeps little bit wet and it control the temperature. Okay, in atmospheric temperature is high, it decrease the temperature. If atmospheric temperature is low, increase the temperature. That means what? It control the temperature in the air. It control the temperature of the air. And these hair-like structure, whatever hair-like structure, somebody cutting that hairs, but that is also very dangerous. Why? Because that whatever hair-like structure is there in a nasal chamber, that is useful to stop what? Dust particles. Okay, useful to stop dust particles. And here in inside, okay, this is especially for external nose, and this part we can call especially for anterior part of the external external nares we can call vestibules. The space we can call vestibule. And after vestibule, vestibule is the anterior part of the nasal chamber. After vestibule, and here having what, three bones is there. Inside three bones is there. These three bones are inferior and middle and superior conchae also we can call. These are useful for expansion. For example, after vestibule up to here, after vestibule, here having what, especially for conchae, the bone is there. The conchae supplies what, small holes is there. It is air is passes through with conchaes. After conchae and okay, here this is the upper epiglottis, so nothing but we can call, especially for palate is there. Mouth region, oral region, it is separated with nasal chamber with palate, hard palate and inside soft palate is there. We have to discuss this one. Okay, anyway, okay, this is the external. Exter means what, outside. Okay, external respiratory tract, internal, which is internal. Trachea and lungs are internal respiratory tract. External means what? Okay, external means what? Nasal passages and pharynx. Okay, that is external, outside. Okay, external respiratory tract. First of all, we have to discuss about upper respiratory tract. Upper respiratory tract means nothing. Upper respiratory tract means what? External part, external respiratory tract. Okay, here I wrote what? External passage. What is external passage? These are what, especially for outside. External nares also we can call. External nares. These two outside, or which is opening in outside, that is we can call external nares. Okay, external nares. The first one is external nares or external nostrils also we can call. External nostrils or external nares, which is opening into outside, and vestibule, which is the space of anterior part of the external nares, especially for anterior part of the nasal chamber we can call, this is the first part we can call vestibule. Vestibule and nasal chamber. Okay, nasal, it is divided into left and right nasal chambers by nasal septa. It is highly vascularized. What is the meaning of vascularized? Vascularized means what, it is covered with, the walls are covered with what, blood vessels. Okay, highly vascularized. And here in the respiratory region is there in nasal chamber, and that is the olfactory region is there. In respiratory region, it controls the temperature and also what, and also control the temperature, and also it stop the hair-like structure. It stop the passage of what, dust particle. It does not allow the dust particle into the lungs. Okay, it hair-like structure, whatever hair-like structures is there, that stops the dust particles. And these okay, olfactory region, and another region is there, olfactory region. Olfactory region, what is the use of olfactory region? In the lining of mucus in nasal chamber, upper lining, it is covered with what? Upper lining of nasal chamber, it covered with epithelium, olfactory epithelium. In olfactory epithelium, olfactory nerves are located. Olfactory nerves. These olfactory nerves are the useful for to detect what, smell. Actually, how we will observe means what? Okay, here in upper epithelium, upper nasal chamber, it is covered lining with what? Upper epithelium. This epithelium, olfactory epithelium, in olfactory epithelium located, in that located, nerves are located. Olfactory nerves are located. The first one, these olfactory nerves are located. These olfactory nerves useful to detect what, smell. Okay, so that food and smell, some relation is there. We will observe the smell, the cause of olfactory nerves, which are located in olfactory epithelium in especially nasal chamber. Okay, that means in nasal chamber two regions is there. One is a respiratory region, which is covered with what, mucus and hair-like structure, which control the temperature and stops the prevent the entering the dust particles. And second one is what, olfactory region, which is useful to detect the smell. In olfactory region, and also called sphenoid region and also called schidarian. Okay, schidarian, also called schidarian membrane. That is the name is very difficult. Okay, schidarian membrane, schidarian membrane. Okay, very difficult to spell. Okay, anyway, the nasal chambers are three membranes is there. These three chambers, whatever in nasal chamber, three membranes we can call, especially it is divided with inside the nasal chamber and upper nasal chamber. Here it is divided with what? Three conchae, three bones. Okay, what that three bones are we can call upper, that will be divided into portions inside, not in vestibule. Okay, in nasal chamber it is open into three bones, that is the concave. You can call the concaves are middle, superior, middle, inferior concave. This part we can call superior concave, this part we can call middle concave, this part we can call inferior concave. Okay, anyway it is divided into inside, it is divided into three chambers. Okay, three chambers. Okay, through with what air is passage, through with this one. It is open into auditory meatus. Anyway, here whatever upper region is there, in upper region it is covered with what? Sinuses, bones. Okay, and frontal bone, frontal sinus, and sinuses means what? Cavity. Okay, and sphenoid sinuses, and the lower region of the nasal cavity, air is passing through with here like this. Lower region it is covered with what? Especially for palate, the upper palate we can call. The palate is what? This part is hard palate, nothing but you can call maxilla. Hard palate and soft palate is there. The nasal entering, that is the nasal cavity, upper respiratory tract, what? Okay, lower region covered with what? Especially palate. Palate, the first region, this region we can call, especially for hard palate, this region we can call soft palate. Here in upper part it is covered with what? Bones and sinuses, especially for bones and skeletal, whatever bones is there, especially for skull bones and sinuses. Okay, and here this whatever nasal chambers opening into internal nasal nares. Here external nasal nares are nostrils, internal nasal nares are nostrils. These are open into pharynx. Okay, pharynx is the region, especially for in this region, pharynx region. That means whatever upper respiratory tract open into internal small holes is there, that is we can call these chambers opens into internal nares. Okay, internal nares. First upper respiratory tract, external passages, external nostrils, these two, vestibule, nasal chambers, nasal chamber into respiratory region and olfactory region. In nasal chamber, three bones is there. It made up of three bones. We can call conchaes, or we can call turbinates also. Concha we can call turbinates. What are the conchae? Inferior, superior, middle or inferior concave. Okay, the internal nares, it is especially opening into pharynx. Pharynx is the part of what? One of the part of what? Respiratory tract and food passage. It is useful for. In pharynx is divided into three parts. One is nasopharynx, oropharynx. Oro means mouth, which is open into the pharynx. Nasopharynx only is external internal nares opens into nasopharynx, only useful for respiration. Oropharynx, it is passage of food and air, and which is open into larynx, that is we can call laryngopharynx. That means pharynx divided into three regions: nasopharynx, osopharynx, okay, oropharynx and laryngopharynx. That means three regions is there. Only nasopharynx, internal nares directly open into nasopharynx, only useful for respiration. This is useful for respiration. Oropharynx useful for respiration and passage of food material. Larynx is the entering into the part of inferior part of the pharynx. That is we can call laryngopharynx. Here now we have to discuss about larynx. Next part of the respiratory tract. Whatever sound producing organ in human beings, that is we can call larynx. Larynx is found anterior neck at the level of third to sixth cervical vertebrae. After pharynx, next part is larynx. In larynx, if you keep it there, it is a vibrating sound producing organ, voice box in human beings. We can call larynx. In larynx is located in the 3 to 6 cervical vertebrae, especially where the 3, 4, 6 vertebrae is there. Same region in neck region it is located. Which is located means what? Especially for larynx is there. That is a sound producing organ. This larynx actually it made up of what? Cartilage. It is also made up of cartilages. Okay, especially it connects inferior part of the pharynx and with trachea. Already we told what inferior part of the larynx we can call laryngopharynx. Pharynx 3 parts is there. Nasopharynx, which is these holes are okay. Internal nares are open into nasopharynx, and mouth is opening into oropharynx. And after oropharynx, inferior part of the pharynx we can call laryngopharynx. This laryngopharynx, that means larynx connect with what? Inferior part of the pharynx with trachea. One more tube is there. Windpipe, nothing but trachea. Here in this region, 3, 4, especially third vertebrae to 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the cervical vertebrae, at the region of neck region, larynx is located, nothing but sound producing organ, nothing but we can call voice box. Especially for in voice box, the upper part of the opening is called glottis. What is glottis? Epiglottis. What is the meaning of epiglottis? This epiglottis prevent the passage of air into the larynx. For example, when we are taking the food, little bit time, 1 or 2 minutes, 1 or 2 seconds, we stops. When we are swallowing the food, we stops the respiration. Why we stops the respiration? Food is enter into the food pipe, but it prevent this epiglottis is upper region of the larynx. It prevent the entering of the what food material into larynx. Okay, it stops the passage of food into the larynx. Only it is passage only into the food pipe. Okay, that is so that epiglottis is very important. The first larynx upper part has a one opening, that is we can call glottis or epiglottis. It is useful to prevent the passage of food materials into larynx. And this laryngeal skeleton, it is made up of 9 cartilages. That means that is a part with which part this laryngeal part, it is made up of 9 cartilages, small bones, 9 cartilages bones. What are they? In 9 cartilages, some are 3 pairs. Okay, 3 pairs means 6. Remaining single, 1, 1, 1. Total this larynx region, it is covered with what? 9 cartilages bones. Okay, larynx region. What are they? 3 are single. Single means only one. Which are thyroid, which is covered what especially for larynx. Thyroid, cricoid, and epiglottis. Thyroid, cricoid, epiglottis. These 3 are single. Totally, larynx made up of 9 bones. 3 single. What are they? Thyroid, cricoid, and epiglottis. 3 bones are single, which is covered external parts of larynx. And 3 are paired. Paired means 2, 2, 2. 6. 6 plus 3, 9. Okay. 3 are paired. Arytenoid, corniculate, corniform. The names are very difficult. Arytenoid, corniculate, corniforms bones. These bones are paired bones. Okay. Paired. Okay. That means so totally this larynx, voice box, sound producing organ made up of what? Especially 9 cartilages in the 3 are pair, 3 are single. The paired arytenoid bones, 1 pair, corniculate bones, 1 pair, cuneiform forms bones, 1 pair. And 3 are single, thyroid bone, cricoid bone and epiglottis. Okay. And the thyroid cartilage involves the formation of Adam's apple, which is the cause of thyroid bone. That is a part of one bone which is the external, which is covered by larynx. Okay, thyroid bone, it is useful for involve the formation of Adam's apples in male. It is in C-shaped cartilage. This Adam's apple is what? C-shaped cartilage. Okay, and hyoid bone is not part of larynx. One more bone is there, hyoid. Separate bone is a single bone, very small bone, which is the attached upper region, anterior region of the larynx. That is the small bone we can call hyoid bone, single. It is not part of larynx. And this epiglottis, another one, epiglottis is there. There is a single bone. Epiglottis also called rima glottis. Epiglottis also called rima glottis. Try to remember. And next one, trachea is there. Okay, trachea. Especially for this trachea, 12 centimeters long. In this region, in lower region, 12 centimeters long, and wide, especially diameter 2.5 centimeters diameter. Nothing but we can call windpipe. In trachea, especially for C-shaped structure, it is made up of cartilage. It is, especially, what is the use of? It is not collapsing. It is not what showing collapsing when the air is passes through with trachea. So that it is made with cartilage. It is divided. It is not collapsing. C-shaped structures. Okay, it is not collapsing. It is the avoid the collapsing when the air is passing through with trachea. Trachea is nothing but windpipe. Okay, later we will discuss about trachea diagram.